the students of the graduating class of 2015. Shortly, our graduating class processional will enter the theater, being led by our drumline performers, conducted by Mr. Dihan Weretunga. Tonight is a special evening for our graduates and for their families. you, Mr. Wiratunga, and our performers. Would everyone please rise for the singing of O Canada? Our national anthem will be performed by Samantha Knight. We would like to acknowledge and welcome our special guests. Tonight we are honored to welcome Trustee Gary Tin from the Surrey Board of Education, Assistant Superintendent Karen Stephenson from the Surrey School District. Also, we'd like to welcome members of our community who are here to present scholarships and bursaries.
Good evening, bonsoir, sat sri akal, parents, families, guests, and graduates. Before I address our graduates, I wanted to take a moment to recognize the efforts of Mr. Strauss as a member of our school leadership team. He will be leaving us at the end of June, along with our graduates, to assume his role as vice principal at Ecole Earl Marriott Secondary School. These 13 years have been filled with many firsts and has laid the foundation through relationships, experience, and learning for a wonderful journey called life. In reflecting on what a teacher, coach, or parent would share with their children upon graduation, I felt compelled to express some of the thoughts that I wish I knew when I was 18, that I've learned through the past 30 years since my graduation.
Thank you, Mr. Lamont. The Governor General's Medal, established in 1873, recognizes students who have achieved the highest academic average in their graduating year. On behalf of His Excellency, the Right Honourable David Johnston, Governor General of Canada, we are pleased to recognize Simran Kandola, who achieved the highest academic average in last year's class of 2014. Simran will be joined on stage by her parents for the presentation of the medal. Simran.
Dominic Walker. Dominic plans to take his studies and knowledge he has learned at campus and apply them in academic history. Laureen Watts. Laureen will be receiving a $1,000 Dogwood Award for excellence in photography. Laureen would like to thank her family, friends, and teachers who supported her throughout her years at school. Sandra Winterburn. Cassie would like to thank her grandparents for flying in from Ontario to celebrate her graduation.
graduates, readers, presenters, and Mr. Lamont. We will now invite Ms. Kashadup, our English department leader, to the stage to present the award for the top all-around.
Who's actually the valedictorian this evening, Mr. Matthew Hay. I met Matthew when he was in grade 10. I'd returned from a maternity leave and he had joined the debate team the year before, and I took over as coach again, and I was immediately impressed with his confidence and skills as a debater. And I still remember watching him for the first time at UBC.
Thank you, everyone. I truly couldn't think of any better way to spend my 18th birthday than surrounded by 340 of my peers. Good evening, fellow graduates, family members, faculty, and honored guests. Tonight, I stand here in front of you tasked with speaking to and on behalf of the Tamanous graduating class of 2015. And of course, who better to represent this graduating class than probably the palest person at Tamanous? I'd like to think that my immersion in a school where I am not the cultural majority has given me a different perspective on life than if I was living somewhere like Calgary. So, last week I was struggling to think of what to say in my speech. So I decided to be smart and spend the time I should have been studying looking up how to write a commencement speech. I learned two things doing this. I'm really good at procrastinating, and that everyone has different ideas on what a speech should be. So, I decided to take a risk and not stick to a strict outline. My mom's only hope for my speech was that I don't get a nosebleed during it, and unfortunately I can't make that promise. I'm sure in 25 or 30 years, a lot of my peers won't exactly remember much about me, but hopefully the things I leave you with today will stick. I'm young and lack in life experience, but I like to think I've learned something while I was in high school. We wouldn't be graduating today were it not for the outpouring of support from those around us. And as much as this night is about our success, it's also about all of yours, the people who have helped us cross this stage today. So, thank you to our moms for making sure we do our homework, and when we still haven't done it, getting mad at us. Thank you to our dads for always letting us do the things mom said no to. Thank you to our siblings and cousins for never failing to tell us who is smarter, better looking, and more successful. Thank you to our grandparents for your unconditional support. And of course, thank you to all of our teachers, who always somehow manage to schedule tests on the exact same day. But thank you for actually supporting our education, and for staying long hours after schools to help those who simply didn't get it. Thank you, and congratulations to everyone who has helped us get to where we are today. A lot has happened in our 5 years here at Tamanous. Our students traveled across the province, country, and the globe. We won championships and made a positive impact on the environment. High school was also full of firsts. First kiss, first party, and first time seeing teachers outside of school and realizing that they're real people who actually have lives. We also experienced some less positive firsts. First time failing a test, first heartbreak, and first identity crisis at 3 a.m. In reality, the halls of Tamanous are where we really grew up. We also learned that there is more to homework than coloring and making poster boards. A few years ago, I was talking to one of my friends, and I asked them that if they could change one thing about their past, what would it be? In response, she said, nothing. I wouldn't want to change the good or the bad, because even the bad has made me into who I am today. I wouldn't trade a single experience that I've had while at Tamanous, because even those less desirable firsts have made me into the person I am today. Well, except for maybe when I got hit by a car. It is when you are knocked down, when you feel like there is nowhere left to go, that you are thankful for the hard times. It was Bob Marley who said, "You never know how strong you are until being strong is the only choice you have." Those who have gone before us tell us that high school is the best years of our lives, but I don't think it is. Sure, it's easier academically and we have fewer responsibilities, but remember that we transition from preteens to adults. A lot is happening emotionally and mentally that being in high school only amplifies and makes things more difficult. The great thing about being out of high school is that you can do whatever you want. The choice is yours, and right now that choice seems scary, but in 5 to 10 years, it'll be clear. I'm gonna be honest. I haven't always enjoyed high school. I mean, we don't even have spinning chairs in the science classrooms anymore. And I didn't even get a samosa and basaki a few weeks ago. But before Mr. Lamont pulls me off stage, allow me to explain why I haven't enjoyed high school. We spend 5 years of our lives here worrying about what other people think of us, struggling to balance our academics with our parents' expectations, with our friends, and with what society tells us we should be. We have been told that the world is broken and it is our job to fix it. This is a lot of pressure to put on someone who 5 years ago didn't understand how to handle a combination lock. For most of us, high school stifles our creativity. When we were 5, we wanted to be astronauts, firefighters, and explorers. And by the time we graduate, most of us are planning to be doctors and lawyers. Not because we all want to, but because of promises of job security, money, and reputation. Society scoffs at those who follow their passion. But since when was doing what makes you happy something to laugh at? I'm not going to stand here and tell you that we are the smartest graduating class yet, or that we'll all be famous and rich. I'm also not going to tell you that if you pursue a career in your passion, that it will pay the bills and then some. But I will tell you that that doesn't matter. That you don't have to have the nicest house or the newest car. As long as you are enjoying what you are doing, you will never be poor. 5 years ago, I walked into these halls afraid and uncertain. And in a few short weeks, I will be leaving the exact same way. I am afraid of the future. What if things don't work out? What if I can't find a job? And how the heck do I pay bills? But one of my teachers once told me to take every opportunity that presents itself, because you may never know where you may end up. Let's be brave, Wildcats. Let's do things because we want to, and seize the opportunities that come our way. No one knows where we'll end up, but did anyone really at the age of 17? Class of 2015, I want to wish each of you the best of luck in your futures, and can't wait to hear about all of your adventures at our first high school reunion. Thank you.
Generously donated by Mr. Nazar Kawazmi from Golden Tree Jewelers. Also, Mr. Lamont will present Matthew with a plaque commemorating this event.
Happy dance. Happy dance.
This chapter of your life journey is almost concluded. After 18 years on this planet and 12 years of formal school, nearly 3 hours of this commencement ceremony, we have arrived. Tonight you conclude one chapter and you begin another. An ending and a beginning. On the one hand, graduation denotes the end of your formal education, while on the other hand, commencement suggests a beginning. And in this case, a new chapter in your life journey. As such, there's some things that might be helpful for you along this journey. During your time at school, we have the duty or responsibility to act in place of your parents. As your school parents, what would be important to us to share with you for this journey? 2 thoughts come to mind. First, be active. Don't wait for life to happen. Rather, get a glove and get into the game. We would tell you to engage in life by doing the following. Direct your own destiny. Believe in yourself. Find reasons to smile. Embrace the journey. Have faith. Conquer new heights. Follow your heart. Explore new horizons. Dare to dream. Let laughter happen. Share the joy. Write yourself a happy ending. Throughout this journey, you will begin transitioning from being a receiver to being a giver. And at times this experience will be challenging. It will cause you to reach upwards and forwards. And as you reach or stretch, you stretch yourself. And this will be painful at times, but the stretching will be worth it. Why? Consider the strings of a violin. A violin string does not make sound until it is stretched.